Mm.
Did that right as I hit live. Hello, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to the Sensational TV here at Slipstream International World Series for Kyalami. I'm your host, Sean Bertoni. We are in a small old period of about 26 minutes of free practice. There will not be an awful lot of speaking from me just yet, so just ride the vibes and enjoy it. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, Mr. Colin Black. Nice to see you in. We are just in... Oh, if things don't go mental. There we go. We're just in free practice. It's been scheduled to start a little early today, so we're just watching people go around and see who lays down what laps for the time being as people trickle in slowly but surely. So get a coffee, get a cup of tea, and just savor the moment for a little bit. The commentary will be a bit more active and lively a bit later on, as I too am sipping some coffee and waking up here in the lovely land of London. Hello everybody. It's me, Mr. Petoni, here with you today at Simsational. Sorry, I've just had to, as you can probably hear, wet my whistle a little bit and get ready for today's action. And it should be something pretty star-studded, let me tell you. We're going to be here at Kyalami today for a 1 hour race. We're just having a little look at the free practice, so me and you are going to be stuck together for a little bit, having a vibe, and getting used to things, I think. So very much looking forward to it as I hastily put on the YouTube chat to see you all type. Fabulous stuff. Looking a bit fast today will most likely be Mr. Liam Curran, Mr. Goose, as his friends do know him for Goose Motorsport. Someone who has been very dominant, I think, through the season so far. Displayed a bit of pace, looking a little bit more squirrely here at Kyalami at the moment, not been able to lay down as much practice as they would like. Eric Yang has been bumped down to the amateur category. Just to make you all aware, there is a pro and am category for today's race and for the season, and we'll give you a bit more of a points update and give you a bit more of a picture, as we don't usually always cast dear Slipstream, where I humbled myself and humbled my roots per se, or started my roots to sim racing. The first ever sim race I ever did was here, and this is how you've all received me into the world, so to speak. We're going to jump on board with Stanley Wilson, a British driver, which I don't usually see. Jumping on board in the McLaren being quite a decent manufacturer for this circuit. It certainly has a bit of weight on it. To try and keep it in line with the other manufacturers. I mean, at the moment, Stanley here trying to wring the neck a bit, trying to extract a bit more pace. So you can see there are 3 McLarens currently in the top 3 at the moment, but we're yet to see if that's going to change, and will that change? That's the thing about ACC. There's, with the BOP, there's all sorts of different ways to take the circuit and different driving methods as well, so it should be interesting to see who will come out on top and in what machinery, to be completely honest. Coming into this downhill section here, you can just see how the aerodynamics of the McLaren often take quite nicely to the circuit. Oh, Stanley, they're having a bit of a moment, which will definitely compromise the lap. And there's not just the McLaren today. As I skip back, there is also a Jag on track. Oh dear, well, not taken very well by Song KP by any stretch there. And behind is Mike Lewin for Tiger Racing in the McLaren. We're just going to go on board to see what pace he can lay down for today. You know what? It's a good question, Colin, because I think that's something me and you are both going to have to find out together. We've got McLaren, Mercedes, Jaguar, BMW, Honda, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, Aston for the time being, but I have a sneaking suspicion there is certainly going to be more. And I very much look forward to it. Very much look forward to it. Slipstream has always been one of those leagues where the racing has always been close. There's always been good battles for on track, and I think today is going to be no shortage of it whatsoever. You may also recognise me from casting Fargon Racing with my co-caster Lindsay, who's abandoned me today. He's abandoned me because he is unfortunately working. So we'll have to shake our fist at him violently and curse at him for not being here, keeping me company. We may have a co-commentator a little bit later. A newer Padawan to the team. But until then, you're going to be stuck with me. And you're going to enjoy it. Mostly, hopefully. See Mike Lewin now come towards the end of his laps. 42.1 is what he's put down so far, coming out of the last turn here. Is it an improvement? It could be an improvement, and it is an improvement there. A 41.6 is the lead time by Mike Lewin there. A fantastic effort to keep things going. Son KP at the moment is still trying to put down an effort in the Jag. The Jag, per se. Not a car you typically see nowadays, and it has the exact same sound as the Ford, which is a car that we're not seeing at the moment. It has been slapped with a very, very thick BOP restrictor, and can you be surprised with how dominant the car has been in the pro categories? So therefore, that is exactly why it has been slapped with that. We're just going to jump on board with Volkov, see how they're getting on with their lap as it stands at the moment. Volkov here, a little bit off the pace by about half a second, exact same time as it stands as Stanley Wilson, and it's a bit of an indicator of things to come. It really, really is. And Colin from Newcastle, Australia. Funny that, I've actually been to Newcastle here in the UK. Lovely place. The locals are fantastic, and there is very good bakeries everywhere you go. It really is. It is fantastic. But nice to meet you, mate. And I'm sure we'll have a good vibe of things. I'm very sure we will. I don't know what you're typically into. I know quite a few people at the Sensational do love a bit of AC and a bit of the supercars. Something I really do want to cast at some point. I just have to see about the time differences. I really do. But man, I really want to jump in on the action of that. It looks absolutely fantastic. As well as the Wednesday Cup as well. See Daniel Volkov here trying to extract a bit of a better lap there. Up on the time at the moment, but not by much. They're touching about the same sort of time. Interesting statistic for you. Daniel Volkov currently has the best Sector 3 out of any car. The best Sector 2 goes to Tom Grantham in P6 and the 161 Lamborghini. And the best Sector 1 goes to Mike Lewin. So as you'd have it, it is certainly all to play for and plenty of time to do it in, I think, by the looks of things. Volkov at the moment still on the push. Yeah, that's one thing with the time differences, isn't it? For me it's 9 AM and I've come out of a late shift, woke up bleary-eyed, and I'm currently shoveling coffee into the oven of my mouth. It's keeping me going for today, so you know it's going to be a banger. Certainly so. Daniel Volkov at the moment on the push, a little bit down on the time. It's all going to be in the last corner potentially, and it's not an improvement, but Tom Grantham take a bow. That was a hell of a time there with a 1:41.610. Oh, a little bit of lag on the stream as someone joins, I'd imagine. Yes, it is. It's Leigh Perkins who's jumped into the pits now. Synonymous name at Slipstream, and a few other leagues too, you will have noticed. It's definitely at Fargom. So it's going to be interesting. One person to definitely mention for today is Nathan Henderson for Get Good Racing. I have teamed with them previously. I know how quick they are. I know what they can do, and it's a question of can they do it in this session, in this race. Synonymous with the Aston Martin, a low wing specialist. Colin, as much as I'd love a nip of rum in the coffee, I have a shift to do later on. As much as it would wear off by then, I'm sure it would be trouble. Some ways down under, I'm sure I'm going to have to get used to. Slowly but surely, as I'm being educated by my friends here at Sensational. Going to jump on board with Nathan Henderson as we clock down 10 minutes at the moment of our free practice. Oh, a little bit squirrely there from Nathan. Perhaps on the higher fuel load, we don't know just yet.
as they try to wrangle the Aston Martin at the moment and just get a bit more out of it. Nathan's someone who loves to run a lower wing setup to negate the attrition of your tyres and just go a bit more flat out on the straights. And there's been plenty of an endurance race, let me tell you, where Nathan has come up to me and gone, Charlie, I've cracked it. I know a setup that's going to work. And I often ask him, right, have we even got a rear wing? And that pretty much summarises Nathan Henderson very well, to be honest. And a teammate of his behind the Pit Viper as well, being Liam Curran, aka Mr. Goose. Two of my teammates for a 12-hour at Bathurst, and my lord was that an effort, let me tell you. So these two will be exchanging blows, I can assure you. Nathan Henderson at the moment trying to get a bit more pace down. It's going to be in the last turn. It's going to be not as much of an improvement as he would have liked at this moment in time. It's going to be a 41.9 behind is Liam Curran. Currently now on the push at the moment, trying to find a bit more time in the car, and we're not gonna excite things too much. We're just at free practice. We're gonna keep things on a, on a stum level for the time being. As currently Liam is trying to get quite a push. Nathan peels off for him. Nathan here sees that Liam's on that hot lap, pushing it right to the outside. Late apex there. Oh, a bit squirrely on the wheel, tries to keep it in a decent form. One thing to just let you all know today, we will be doing pre and post race interviews with some of the AM and Pro drivers for today to just console what their feelings are in the car, how they're taking the track, and just some feelings. I'm sure it will be a little bit of cinema, that much I can assure you. Currently Liam is up on the time, and it's looking like a good time. Oh, it's going to be a very squirrely effort there. How did he keep out? I don't know, and I think he's it's going to be a bit of an underwear change. Liam Curran, though, is going to come across the line with a 141.7. It's going to put him P4. It's going to put him on par, literally on par with Nathan Henderson. That much excites me, let me tell you. It's going to be fantastic to see these two battle it out. And one person to mention is Sasha Dekov, Bulgarian chap who's another friend of mine, racing in Oreo. Also another team called Flying Herring, a brilliant endurance team that has all the vibes and all the effort put together, mainly for the Nordschleife, to be completely honest. As Sasha's trying to get a lap on and appears to be a little bit stuck. Deary me. And Daniel Castellano ahead of him is in an all-carbon livery or an all-black livery because they have not uploaded it. So shame on them, absolutely shame on them. But Sasha Dekov at the moment trying to put a bit of an effort down. And you can just see how the Ferrari feels a little bit squirrely here. Holds quite decently into the corners, but extracting the most pace out of it is going to be rather difficult. But closing on about 5 minutes for the driver's briefing kicks off, and then as soon as I get the A-OK, we're going to drag some people in and have a little bit of a chat just to consult how they're feeling pre-quali. Sasha at the moment doesn't seem to be improving an awful lot. There's about half a second in it actually. I might have to eat my words just there. Sasha Dekov, oh, getting a little bit A little bit of hesitation there. I mean, Daniel Castellano is ahead. So, leading a bit of a tow, potentially for Sasha Dekov at the moment. And it's going to be a decent effort by Sasha Dekov. It's going to put them up the order a little bit here. Just into the free practice times. It's going to be on par with Song KP and Daniel Castellano there with a very similar time. But one person that is improving at the moment is Liam Cohen for Goose Motorsport, a feathery, fast little demon. Oh my lord. And we've just seen Nathan Henderson just snap back to the pits in one motion there. It's going to be a pretty significant improvement from Mr. Goose there, but unfortunately there's a loss of the delta there. He's got to give it all the balls to the wall as the loosey goosey tries to find a bit more pace in the car. You can see him fighting at the wheel, fighting with the feedback at the moment. Keeps it just about, skates the grass. Liam Curran there on the push. Is it going to be enough? Is it going to be P1 or P9? It's going to be P2 by 0.113 of an effort adrift. Very close indeed. So, there's plenty of time in the quali to see what they can fathom. I think it's about 15 minutes for qualifying. Leigh Perkins now with what looks like a little bit of a comic book livery, actually. Interesting. Could be wrong, could be right, I'm not sure, but it looks great. Leigh Perkins in the BMW, someone who has been relatively strong in it for quite a decent amount of time. I myself most recently have taken a bit more to the BM. And certainly so, it's going to be Leigh Perkins now. Putting down an effort that puts him P10 currently, and he's going to peel off to the side. As it stands, Beluga is now going to put down a lap of their own. Vladimir Beluga hasn't yet set a lap. It's the only Porsche on the grid, mind you. And Beluga is going to ride off the circuit there, and that was not the best effort for a start. So it will be interesting. Currently, James Lurens trying to set some decent pace at the moment. They're currently P1 for the AMS. I know you see Song KP currently painted in grey. They should be a pro. And we're going to ignore them. We're going to ignore them and call them an amateur. Not an amateur. I've just done my legs. Oh dear. We're going to call them a plastic pro. They're just, yeah, they're a plastic pro for now. I think it's the appropriate term. James Lewin is currently leading for the M class at the moment. And one thing you will notice is that between the pros and the AMs, there's certainly a lot of competition to be had between them, and Lurin's just been having a really decent start to the season so far. A little bit of a late apex there from James. Trying to get the most out of it, needs to push it a little bit more. But he's going to dive into the pits, and that is going to be his effort there. Alfred Xiao. Or so, Monshore, Xiao? I think Xiao. Trying to get a bit more time down as it stands at the moment, and behind that is Sam Dooley. Sam Dooley's got a bit more time at the moment. Oh yes, we've not even jumped into the predictions pre-quali. Good thing you reminded me, Colin. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's knowing the grid like I do, I know it decently well. There's quite a few new faces. Yeah, it could be anybody's actually. To be honest, the times are really close. I think Mike Lewin actually is. Mike Lewin's in the mix as well by the looks of things. So it's certainly going to be an interesting one. That is for sure. They're going to have a driver's briefing now that is going to be about. I'll probably say it's going to be about 5 minutes long. In fairness, so we will default to a momentary break. And then we're going to do some driver interviews for the time being. However, you stay with me, get yourself a drink, get yourself nested, and we'll come back to you. We will come back to you.
I'll let you know when the break's going to happen, my friends. We're going to do this off the cuff.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live. I think, judging by the looks of things, it will just be me in the box for today. So that certainly will be an interesting one. Solo casting, something I'm not particularly a stranger to whatsoever. Some people doing their last laps at the moment. I think Sal's on their last lap too.
Just to bring up some of the stats for you in terms of the sectors.
Can I? Will it allow me to do it with... There we go. So, just have a bit of a talk through. It's ruined all the fun, hasn't it? Ruined all the fun. Ruined the camera angles, hasn't it? We're going to jump on board, and the timetable isn't going to give me anything. Oh,
unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff, Jeff. Can I go back and find it? No, I can't. Oh, disappointment. Well, as you saw it,
some very decent times at the moment as it stands. I think, honestly, looking at the predictions, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a real tough one. I think for Kyalami, the trouble that you're going to have
is it's a lot of it is about the strategy.
In fairness, you need to have a really solid strategy coming into this. It's a mandatory stop, which means you're going to be changing. You have to change the tyres, I believe. Or do you actually? No, it's not mandatory for tyres. It's just mandatory fuel. So you can change tyres if you want to, but you will lose time on it. So I think it's more of a splash and dash effort. Now, if you take that in your initial stint with a higher fuel load, depending on the car, I think it's probably the best avenue.
That will save you some time, in fairness. But it's yeah, it's gonna be interesting what people go for. In total transparency. My friends,
I'm just going to cue you into a small couple-minute break as I munch my breakfast very quickly and we just await to do the driver interviews. Don't go anywhere too far because we've got a near 21 size grid for today, and boy, I can't wait. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. Bringing together some of the best of Europe and the best of Oceania here today at Sensational. We are going to take a small moment. I'll be right back with you. Hello, everybody. Needed to yam down a little little Nutella bar to keep me going for today and for this morning. So I'm bleary-eyed. Oh, very bleary-eyed for today. So, hedging a few predictions. Let me tell you, it's going to be a bit of an interesting one.
I'll add some apt music in the background. Hopefully that I won't be slapped down for by the gods of YouTube.
So, looking as it stands at the moment for hedging the predictions for all the marbles, some people that I know are quite rapid on this track are Nathan Henderson, synonymous, as I always say, with the Aston Martin. They've been someone who've been race proven, enduro proven, previous winners before in a variety of different circuits, so we're certainly going to be looking at them. One person in particular that cannot be ignored, however, we're going to have to run down the grid and find him. There he is, Mr. Liam Curran. Again, another endurance proven winner as well as race winner. They've won the previous championship here at Slipstream, racing in the Mercedes no less, a car that have been very successful in previously, very high on the pace with. So someone that certainly will be contending for today's win, most certainly, but one effort that cannot be ignored as we run back down to them as well. Oh, as everyone wants to drive out and just ruin things. Oh, how dare you all, how dare you. This person right here, Mr. Grantham for ERD Motorsports, a I don't want to say New Zealand outfit. I don't think they're all New Zealand. I think they're a mix of both, Australian and New Zealand. ERD parading Sunkalol and Grantham today. Grantham's been very quick so far in the qualifying for today's session, and we're going to have to see, can they upset the order? Can they bring a bit of chaos to the mix? At Hungaroring they were pretty damn quick, but we're going to have to see if it's going to be enough, and I think it will be. We are now going to start throwing some people into the box to have a chat with us. So we're going to speak to a few people here. Oh, we actually have someone already in here. I'm going to drag them back, actually. Don't you go anywhere, Mr. Mike. Everybody, Mike Lewin.
How are you doing?
You're in the box with me. How are you, good sir?
Hey, I thought I jumped out of the box in time before you got me. You caught me.
Certainly so.
Nah, yeah, that's all right, mate. This is going to be a great event this evening under lights at Kyalami. Great track for South Africa. It's a tight track. There's some hardcore parts of this track, some lovely tight left and right hand corners. So it's going to be interesting. There are some nice straights to get on with as well, but we've got a fairly large grid, so it's going to be quite an interesting race. There's a lot of the guys up the front who are very, very quick around here. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. It should be a lot of fun under lights. Should be a good spectacle for everyone.
Certainly. So how have you been taking to it in the McLaren? Do you think the aerodynamics have been suiting you quite well? You seem to have quite a lot of pace at the moment, actually, in comparison to some of your compatriots in Pro, I have to say.
Yeah, it's quite surprising to be quite honest. I surprised myself, Charlie, to be quite honest. The McLaren's quite good around here. It's quite a heavy downforce track, which I guess suits McLaren in some ways. It doesn't mind some of the curves, etc., and it gets around okay on this track. So it's like I say, it's a tight track, a lot of downforce, and the McLaren seems to suit it rather well at this point.
Mate, fair enough.
Hope we can keep up the race. Yeah, the race pace might be a little bit different, but so far we're looking pretty healthy for a good race anyway.
Mate, fair play to you. Well, good luck into qualifying, and we will touch base with you a little bit later.
Yeah, thanks, Charlie. Cheers.
No worries. Take care, fella. That was Mike, who has undoubtedly been quite the talent thus far. We're gonna skip over, and we're gonna drag somebody away from their domain at the moment, who's currently, I think, setting a lap potentially. Oh no, they're not. They're in the box. We're going to bring him in. And here we have Mr. Goose, who I've just kidnapped now. If they are attentive at the mic. Oh, indeed. Hello, sir.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. Oh, I'm ready to go.
Ready to go, mate. You've been saying some. Go on.
I'm just kind of moving around in my seat. Can't stay still.
I don't know what to make of that. Oh, jeez. As I was going to say, how are you feeling at the moment going into qualifying? You seem to be laying down a bit more pace at the moment, feeling a bit more comfortable in the AMG. I see it's a little bit of a handful at the last sector. Just talk me through it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a handful, like say, especially through some of those high-speed corners, kind of on entry. It really loves to just snap the rear out. It's just characteristic of the car. It's good fun, but yeah, it's gonna be a struggle. Yeah, I'm getting a bit more comfortable with it though, but yeah, it's all just practice.
No, certainly so. I can certainly imagine. But tell the audience, pole to be to not to be.
Ooh. I hope so, but fingers crossed. But yeah, Hendo and Grantham are looking pretty quick tonight, so I'm not going to put all my eggs in that basket yet, but I'm hoping for it.
No, certainly so. I think you've definitely got your work cut out for you. Well, William, we'll let you go, mate. All the best for quali, and we'll see you probably afterwards.
Yep, we'll see you later.
In a bit. That was Liam Curran, who was on the circuit on our screens a little bit ago in the AMG. Do we have enough time to quickly grab someone? So actually, we've got... Oh, where are you? Just got to quickly wrangle somebody. Got to wrangle somebody in into the comms box. Yes. Sorry, everybody. I've just been running around, quickly doing interviews just before it starts, and here he is. Mr. Sebastian Marshall will be co-casting with me today. Seb, how are you, my good friend?
Yeah, my apologies for being a little bit late. Had to deal with a few things. But yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, mate. It's been an interesting start so far in terms of some of the runners and riders for today. Let me tell you, people have been. Henderson's been a little bit quick in quali. Liam has as well, but I think at the moment a little bit of money has been put onto Grantham. We've had a chat with Mike and with Liam before race start, and now here you are, good sir. What coming into quali? Got any predictions? Knowing the grid like you do?
Well, Liam has, I think he's leading the Pro Championship currently. He is looking like he could do, maybe win today. Could be interesting.
Yeah, certainly. So I think with some of the compatriots that we've got at the moment, it's just going to have to, I think it's all going to depend on the strategy, to be completely honest. I mean, this is the kind of track, it's not really one in turn one at all. You can make some really decent, if I can speak, overtakes. I think it just depends on certain parts of the circuit. I haven't raced Kyalami a lot, but I know some of the cinema it can produce.
I will also do this. Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Yay, shit.
So that it makes it much easier for you. Let me just make sure that.
Oh,
Yeah, stream's running nice and smooth. Lovely jobs. Right, so 30 minutes until free practice 2 ends at the moment, and hard and fast racing is certainly, Colin, what we're going to embark on, and you can just see immediately some of the perils, as we just saw a meatball flag out as well.
Who was that McLaren that was going off there? That was somebody.
Yeah, I'm not
Is
too
that
sure
the-
who that was. There's quite a few new McLarens on the grid today at the moment. Maybe potentially Sam Dooley, who's 117 in the AM category. Yeah, people are starting to peel into the pits now, and we're just gonna have to see what's going to be produced. Sasha Dukoff here.
It looks like Castellana could definitely fight for pole for this race. It would be very interesting if he does manage to fight for that pole.
Yeah, you know what? I've been with Castellana before. He's a teammate of mine in Europe for the Oreo team, as I aptly name it. And he honestly is quite quick in the Ferrari. It's just going to depend if he can really wrangle it around some of the corners here. I don't think he's raced here very much, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. The grid for today, Colin, we're looking at about 21 cars, and a nice smattering of both pro and am. So we're just waiting for. Go on.
Just noticed that Phil and Lee Perkins are back on the grid for the first time in a while.
Certainly so. Both have been quite synonymous as well with the BMW lately as well. Can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it.
Place did Lee finish at the Bathurst 2.4 hour last weekend, because he did an amazing job from what I saw from his racing last weekend.
Yeah, certainly so. It was a very strong performance from him. Oh, here we go. We are diving into qualifying now, and one of the first cars out by the looks of things. It is going to be him. It's going to be Hendo Sendo, as I aptly name him, with the looks like you need to get good on the rear bumper. Looking for a hopeful, strong performance today in the Aston.
There's definitely going to be a big battle between Liam and Henderson. Definitely that'll be happening tonight.
Yeah, they're two that have always been quite pacey and on each other's toes at the moment for most of the championship. I think we saw it at Silverstone at one point on the first round where Nathan was chasing after Liam for quite a good duration of the race too.
I noticed that drivers have been struggling at those final two corners with that penultimate corner with that sausage curd sitting right there. It's going to be pretty hard to get the car turned in at that spot.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, I've seen it with the Mercedes AMG. It just seems to hit the curb a little bit too hard at some avenues if you're trying to get most of the car around, and has a bit of a rotation deficit, I think, compared to some of the other people. I'm not too sure. I think Liam's had to try and trail brake it as much as he can for some parts, but yeah, we're going to see how he manages to get the most out of it when it comes to qualifying at the moment. We're going to hop on board with Nathan for an opening lap, for an onboard, and see how he cracks on for his first effort. What's your thoughts on pole? Because I'm really divided, I can't lie, I'm very, very divided.
I'll say Liam. Liam's going to definitely do it, possibly. But I'll say this, he's probably a bit too good.
Yeah, certainly so. Now we're going to be on board with Nathan Henderson as they go for their first push lap. Now we're going to see the true power of what the Aston can produce coming up to first sector here. A calculated effort.
You definitely want to hit that apex early going into turn 1, and coming into turn 2 you've got to be careful of the rear kicking out as you're going into turn 4 there.
I'd say you're also one person who has actually raced the Aston quite a bit more than I have as well.
I remember doing quite a few laps around here on the Ferrari, and I found that the car really struggled around here. And yeah, it's a high downforce circuit, but I find it's hard to drive here in the Ferrari, in my opinion.
Do you think that's mainly because of the curbs and suspension from your experience? It seems as if you want to get a little bit of rotation and ride on it, but I know it has a bit of an ironing board as a suspension frame, honestly. It's not an easy car to really get over the curbs. As we can just see Nathan here powering down, trying to get the lap sorted out. It's going to be Brave into the last sectors here.
You want to be really careful going through that corner he's just gone through, because the rear can kick out pretty easily and you can slide onto the grass and that can ruin your lap time. Into the penultimate corner, very careful. Now going into the final corner, is Nathan Henderson going to get pole? Is he going to be ahead of Leon Curran? You never know.
Yeah, certainly so. It's going to be a decent effort. It's going to be a 41, but it's going to be a 41.2 there from Liam, who definitely puts the effort down there. Grantham managed to get something done. Alfred's already had a crash there by the looks of things. Leigh Perkins
Here we go.
doesn't get a lap down yet by the looks of things. We're starting to see the runs and riders for the initial.
Lee last season did an amazing job in the Pro Championship. What did he get for last season, the Pro Championship?
What was that, sorry, the last bit?
Yeah, where did Lee get in the standings last season? In the Pro standings?
He was P3 actually. He did a monumental effort, in fairness, to get the car where it needed to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stick on board with Leigh Perkins as they are in the Pro class, putting together an effort at the moment in the BMW, and you can start to see how things filter in. Shout out to Mike Lewin at the moment, who's put the car ahead of Daniel Castellana. Not an easy thing to do. Volkov there makes a strong argument, puts it P3.
Looking, he's in P4. He was in the AMG last season. He did pretty well last season.
Yeah, certainly so. It was Sunkalol. He was in the Lambo, and then Grantham was in the AMG. And they've had a little bit of a swap, bit of a switcheroni. Leigh Perkins is going to round towards the last sector here. He's got to be brave. Second to last turn. How much can he swing the car in? Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad, but it isn't enough. Last turn here. Maybe up to P5, maybe P4. What will Leigh produce? Coming out of the last turn here. It's going to be a decent effort. Leigh Perkins. It's going to be P8.
It's going to be a P8. Not exactly what he's
Bad.
It's not bad, but it's got to be a bit more, I think, if you want to pick yourself up the order here, especially in the Pro category. It's so close between some of the drivers. We're going to hop on board with James Lurens, one of the lead AM drivers.
What the new drivers for the season, for example, the 177 car newbie on the grid?
Yeah, they've been new to this season, James Lurens has, and he's been absolutely having a very decent season of it.
Of course, it's interesting to see Beluga be back after Nürburgring last season. He kind of just left and then, kind of never came back, and then he came back at Silverstone. He really had a struggling race at Silverstone and finished last.
But I think the main thing is, to be fair, it's that level of perseverance that, it brought him back, and he's tried to really fix up on his performance. To be fair, and fair play to him, he's certainly trying to wrangle that Porsche around as much as he can. And we're going to see James Lewis now come across the line and put it P12. Not a bad effort there.
not a bad effort there. Yeah, and it's separating some of the pros at the moment as well, which is not a bad effort.
One person who's up on the lap is Alfred So at the moment, trying to wrangle the McLaren round. It's going to be decent. Is it going to be much though of an improvement? Yes, it is. It's going to be P12, and it's going to be a provisional pole for the AMs. Just a brief view.
We're putting KP as a plastic pro. They should be in the pro class, but they're not, because it's their first round, so they need to be adjusted. So they're the plastic pro of today. James Lewis up on the time, but
so is Eric Yang. Eric Yang at the moment is going to come across the line with a decent improvement. Eric Yang, what's it going to be from P16 to P12?
Wow, definitely fight for pole in the AM class.
Yeah, it's definitely a provisional pole at the moment. Volkov at the moment is now on the push, looking quite decent. Needs to make a little bit of an improvement there. Whoa, it's going to be a bit slow, I think, through the final turn. Didn't look completely calculated. 0 TC now on. What's it going to be? Volkov! It's going to be P1! going to be P1, and not a bad start as well. I thought it was a bit slow across the final turn there. Grantham on a astounding effort here, trying to get a bit more pace out of the car. It looks like it's up on the Delta. And
really careful though that Lambo oversteering, because it's a really tricky car to wrangle up.
Yeah, certainly so. I've definitely had my fair share of the Lambo kicking out at me as it looks like Grantham.
Corner. Here we go into the final corner. Second gear, first gear.
Yeah, power out. What's it going to be? Is it going to be an improvement, and how much is it going to be by? Oh, it's P3!
P3!
And not by much! A smidgen away from the top steps at the moment. It's looking closer and closer, and there's 11 minutes left in this qualifying session.
Liam still definitely could aim for pole here. Only a tenth of a second off.
I know!
It's going a little bit wide there. Down to the hairpin. You've got to be careful of the McLaren, the rear of the McLaren stepping out, because it's a very hard car to try and wrangle up. I've driven it before, and it's interesting to drive.
Yeah, it's, to be fair, like it's not a bad beginner car in that sense, but it does teach you some bad driving habits at times. And oh, Mike, oh, bit of a loss of the time there. There's going to be a decent improvement coming into here. I think this could be promotion and glory for Mike Lewin. It's looking like a decent lap. What's the promotion going to be though? It's going to be P8 to P5. He's in the top 5 and he's put it together. Brilliant stuff there from Mike Lewin. My lord, what an effort. What an effort.
One person I've been keeping an eye on is Sasho, the 781 car, the Ferrari. Yeah. I've done a couple races with him. He's a nice guy, but of course a couple of weeks ago did an 8-hour event in a Mercedes AMG on Nordschleife, and he did an amazing job.
Yeah, Sasho is particularly one person who loves the Nordschleife, I can tell you that much.
And they're currently trying to find a bit more of an improvement in the car.
Is it going to be a substantial improvement? A little bit of the net code reminding us of where he's from, deep in the lands of Bulgaria.
So Shudekov is not going to improve at this moment in time.
P8? No P9, unfortunately.
Right behind us. Yeah, no, go on.
Good job at the... He did an amazing job during the Suzuka 2.4 hour. What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? It is...
Oh, not an improvement.
Still.
Not an improvement.
Definitely more time in the tank, and one person
is going faster.
Here is the Goose, the man, the myth, the legend. He's been very strong over the last 2 seasons. Won both championships. One season 1 in a Honda, and then last season in a Lambo. He's been pretty strong.
He won in a Honda?
Yeah, in the in season 1.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
A Honda?
Yeah, Honda GT3. Back in season 1.
I've so got to check with him about that. I must have had some sort of memory phase. Anyway, go on. Hit me with it.
Here we go into the hairpin. Getting nice and early on the power. Traction control on 1. Gotta be careful of having, when you got low traction control, gotta be very careful of the rear wanting to step out on you. Here he goes into the final few corners. Into the third to last corner.
Oh.
Gotta be very, very careful of the rear wanting to step out on you. Into the penultimate corner, gotta be really, really careful, get close.
Well, that was tidy.
In the final corner, is it going to be second gear? He looks like he's looking for pole. Power down early. Is he going to be pole? Is it going to be pole? Yes, it is. A 140.887. What a lap by Liam Curran.
That was absolutely fantastic there by Liam
Curran. Just got the effort together there, and whoa, in certainly a decent bit of time there. Mark Stevens as well promoted themselves to P6 at this moment in time. Leigh Perkins
now currently on the push, up on their time, trying to find a bit more time to put themselves up the order in the pro category. Sunkalo at the moment is sinking in the AM category and needs to find some time because time is
struggling out here.
Yeah, no, I mean time's running out, and the amount of tarmac you've got to do it in is certainly running out. At this moment in time, Leigh Perkins rounding.
Sunkalo definitely has room to do another lap. Definitely.
Oh yeah, no, there's 6 minutes on the clock, mate. I wouldn't worry about another lap. He's got plenty of time there, but it's see if he can get the effort done. To be fair, and I think he's really struggling with the car. Leigh Perkins though is going to round
Final corner. They're up on the delta.
What's it going to be?
Gotta get. Let's see. It is.
Oh,
P10 still not too bad. 41.985, I believe. Here is Nathan Henderson. Been racer in OOR and many other leagues. Very quick driver. 31 car. P5 definitely still room for pole position. He's on the hunt for P2, definitely.
yeah. If he's going to try and ignite his ambitions of trying to get on the top 3 for Slipstream, it's going to be a big send there from Nathan. Slower car ahead, but it's going to drag that Aston around the last turn there. It's going to be a decent effort there, I think, from Nathan Henderson. It's going to be a 41.052, and it's going to be a P2.
I didn't think he had it in him there in that lap, but you were right.
You're completely right, Seb. It is a P2, and he certainly was hunting for it.
He's been struggling this qualifying session. He's been looking pretty good there. Into the third to last corner as the sun sets here in Kyalami. Ooh, bit wide into there. Coming into the penultimate corner now. Gotta be really careful of the rear stepping out.
Ooh, yeah.
Track limits. He pulls into the pit.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a step too far.
At the moment, Eric Yang though is going to round final turn here. It's looking like a fantastic lap from Eric Yang. What is it going to be?
What's it gonna be?
Oh,
A quick one.
P13.
P13. Not bad.
Look at the time. It's the same time as Lawrence.
Wow.
Oh my lord!
Is this a recreation of Montreal last year, where Verstappen and Russell got same time? This could be. It could be. Here is the Sunkalo, he ERD Motorsports man. Going through the hairpin there. Putting power down.
It's certainly not.
I think Sunkalo at the moment is on a pretty decent improvement. So is de Guzman. Newer to the series is de Guzman, but Sunkalo's been here a little bit and he knows what it takes. He knows what it takes. He has to dig deep and try and find more of the delta in these last minutes. Drags the BM just around here.
Into the final corner. What is it going to be? P14 currently.
He's got to find it.
TC. Where's he going to put himself? It's going to be a 42.4.
Oh, there's still time to find
Nathan Henderson though is P1.
Here we go.
We missed it.
We missed it somehow. He's still up on the delta currently, looking for an even better time.
Look at that. It's thousandths of a second between him and Liam Curran.
My lord, Liam Curran's got his work cut out for him. That much I can tell you.
Nathan Henderson
Currently on quite a quick lap at this moment in time.
Pushing hard.
Yes, certainly
Got a
so.
slow car here.
And it's not a slow car
Ahead. It's actually Tom Grantham who's on the push currently, trying to find a bit more pace in there, about 0.2 seconds up. It could be a promotion to P3 or even more if they can find it in the final turns. Tom Grantham leads the effort ahead of Nathan Henderson here to try and promote themselves in the grid, and there's 2 minutes left.
Really careful of track limits when you're going through these final 4 corners.
Oh, it's close.
Track limits are so deadly here. You gotta be careful of going out wide.
But what's it going to be? Tom Grantham, he's been pretty quick so far. Is it quick enough? Yes, it is for P3. But even then, Nathan Henderson stretches his legs and it's an advantage. 0.4 of a second. What an effort.
Incredible.
And Sunclaw's
Absolutely incredible.
going to come around the final turn here.
Definitely been struggling during this quality session. What's it going to be? P11? Not bad. Not bad.
Just puts themselves in a decent order there. But Sal at the moment, on the push, and he's up by a very, very substantial margin.
A little bit wide there going into turn 4. Now into the very, very tricky right-hander. You've got to be careful of the cars. Understeering off wide, and that's going to be an interesting spot for track limits. This part's here a little bit tricky. You've got those sausage curbs, and on those curbs you can really, really unsettle the car if you
he's gone too far. He's gone too far. He was up on the Delta. It was looking fantastic, but it's going to be disaster there. It's going to be disaster. Very unfortunate there. Eric Yang currently on the push. They're up on the Delta as well. Trying to find some more time.
Beluga in front of him?
Yeah, that is Beluga ahead.
Eric Yang did an incredible last season. Oh, Beluga. Oh, that's gonna be an interesting one. That's gonna be an interesting one there.
Yeah, and I think that's put Eric Yang back down on the Delta he was originally on, unfortunately for him. And as it stands, Perkins at the moment is putting on a push.
And the checkered flag will go out. Lee Perkins on his last lap. He's a few tenths up there on the Delta, looking pretty strong into the understeering corner. Got to be really careful of the car understeering off.
Yeah, certainly Perkins at the moment. Oh, it's pretty decent though into the apexes here. I think he's got the BM hooked up a bit better. And any smidgen of an improvement here will be a position change, and it's looking pretty good for Perkins. Can they be a last lap hero in the 777? Oh, Seb, I think he might get it done. I'm not sure.
Liam Curran and Nathan Henderson are on the pits. Grantham's in the pits. The only cars left out on track are Yang, Sal, Beluga, and who's this one?
That's Sam Dooley at the moment. He's going to come across the line. Is it an improvement? Yes, it is, to put themselves up into 19th position. Decent effort there. Leigh Perkins, no! It was going so well. He was up on the Delta by nearly half a second, and it was looking all too good. Oh, what a sad state of affairs. What a sad state of affairs there.
There's still the 33 car out there.
So, wow. Just to touch on there, that 21 is Mr. Castellano, someone I know very well, very handsome chap, very handsome German chap who I have the pleasure of racing with at certain intervals. And we're going to start to bring the tension down.
Yeah, he's not. This car is just sitting there. What's going on here?
Oh, it's just a start procedure. He's just waiting for a... Well, unless he's gone somewhere. Oh, is he not hit drive? Has he not hit drive?
Oh.
What? Oh, he has. No, he has. He has. It's just his lights on auto. Yeah, there you go. So, coming into today's race, as my good friend said, Nathan Henderson leads on pole for today's effort here for 1 hour 30 of Kyalami. I thought it was 1 hour. I was mistaken. It's 1 hour 30. So strap yourselves in. We're in for something very special, let me tell you.
Get some popcorn, sit down, relax, and enjoy the action that is going to happen here on Sensational TV.
Certainly so. I mean, it's going to be... I was just going to chime into some of the comments here. Colin saying that he'll stick with his prediction and that he's doing well with it. You certainly are certainly on par with your predictions so far at the moment. But Nathan Henderson there, substantial effort in the Aston Martin. This is not a bad place to be, but one person that will certainly be chasing him will be Liam Curran here in the 43 Goose Motorsport AMG, and right behind that Tom Grantham, looking really promising for pole, but just came up a little bit short. There was not much separating it in the end, but Nathan just came up with that ultimate lap.
Yeah. God.
Just want to jump back to the AM class. So Lurens at the moment, pole for the AMs at the moment.
Technically KP is on pole, but he's a plastic AM driver at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a plastic pro driver. I've said, to be fair, because he's got the grey on for some reason.
Yes, this is the formation lap column, so we'll be lining up 2x2 very, very, very soon.
What a shot, honestly. 21 cars to grace the grid here today, and plenty of chaos ahead of us.
Yeah,
And
we've got one mandatory pit stop.
what's your speaking of which, what's your mind when it comes to the strategy today, Seb? You know, you've got 1 hour 30, you've got one stop to do. You're looking at the 45-minute mark. Are you looking to maybe go a little bit longer? What's your thoughts?
Well, if it was a race like this, I'd do like 30 minutes and then I'd fill up the tank to the max and then just drive to the end. Who stopped there on track back there? Who was that?
Oh, someone's just sent it.
Oh. Oh, who's that gone spun round? That is Sal, McLaren.
That was Sal, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. I don't know what happened there. We're just going to have to gracefully ignore that. Ignore that occurrence.
Shall we run on board with pole position?
Sorry?
Shall we run on board with pole position? Mr. Nathan Henderson. Here we go.
Well, we'll come to the light slowly but surely. We will be watching from a top-down view for the start, however, or a brisk music end. Forgive me, everybody, because we are going to jump right into the thick of it.
We go. 90 minutes on the clock. Who's going to win?
It's going to be an interesting.
And we're green, and we're off. Oh, and Mike Owen has a drive-through penalty.
Oh dear, what a disaster!
He gets the jump. He gets the jump on Nathan Henderson. He tries to go around.
Oh no!
Oh, what a move!
No, it's going to be close. I think it might be actually really even between the pair of them. It's going to be Nathan at the moment. Oh, it's going to be really close. My lord, that was nearly disastrous there. Liam gets the move done. That's going to be P1 at the moment, but there's Sonkolo in the background. Sonkolo's off. There's 2 off. Oh my god, massive collision. Huge collision. Oh my god, I'd mentioned about safety cars before. Luren's got caught up on that. Sonkolo, massive moments there. That's Sal, that's Sonkolo, that's Eric Yang, that's Grantham. ERD have had an absolute nightmare as it stands at the moment, and it's going to be absolute disaster. Oh, Volkov as well's gone. Oh my lord, that was mental. What the hell happened there? And Sasha Dekov is chasing after Mike Lewin, who's got a drive-through penalty. I don't know how they've got a drive-through penalty, but they've somehow managed it. They're going to be kicking themselves, absolutely kicking themselves.
The leaderboard's an absolute mess. It says.
But do you know what else is an absolute mess? You've got Beluga, who's snuck into P8 somehow. Absolutely scenes at the moment, and it's going to be some side by side. Leigh Perkins in the wall. I don't know what happened there, battling with Cal Ford, but it was certainly something happened there. Daniel Castellano is now going to be looking to try and get a move. I believe that's past. Yep, that's past Ford. He goes around and he completely spins it. My God, he's into the wall there. What the hell is going on? It's all kicking off here down at Kyalami, and it's going to be Phil Turner looking for a move on Beluga here. Mike Lewin takes the drive-through penalty, and Phil is going to race him hard into the corner.
Season 2 AM champion versus the 555 car. Ooh. Oh, Beluga's going to stick
close. No.
Ooh.
Backs right out of that one, doesn't he? And that was...
Right.
Yeah, it certainly
Good
was.
racing from the two. Liam Curran's absolutely gets the field. He's gone off ahead. He's in the distance. He's just gone off into the sunset. Here is the Jaguar Song KP.
I was gonna. Yeah, it seems like Song KP is trying to gather up a bit closer, but that's going to be Wilson, who goes down the inside of Sasha Dukov. Sasha Dukov holds the outside, and Stanley gets the move done. Sasha thinks about it, but doesn't. Yeah, but doesn't go too much sour at the moment. Being a little bit harassed by Songolo. Songolo, I think, suffering.
In P1. He's in P1 in class. Former fan champion from last season. He's been fighting for the championship, of course.
Oh, a little bit of a moment there, Songolo. Yeah, Songolo might get the move done here. It's looking quite close. I think it's going to be really close between the both of them, and it's going to be Songolo who gets the position there, and So's just come out of it. Does So go down the inside though? No, he doesn't, and Lawrence is now dead ahead trying to recover their race. They're P3 in class at the moment as it stands, and there's definitely a lot to unpack from that opener.
Luger P2 in class, or typically P3. Here's Joe Mundy, the 15 McLaren. He's a newbie for this season. The 16 car, chasing down the 45 BMW, or is that the 99 BMW chasing down there?
That is the 99 of Eric Yang at the moment, and right behind that
Is a rather pacey Mr. Mike Lewin.
Oh,
who was that? Songolo.
Oh,
that was Songolo. I don't know,
Well, what's
actually.
happened?
We're just going to have an action replay just to see what happened there. And Songolo, let's have a look. Inside? Oh, what the? Whoa.
That's definitely gonna be a penalty post race for him.
Yeah, that was not good there from Songolo. I don't know what happened. It looked like a tech issue, though, in my view.
Yeah, definitely.
Certainly so. We're just going to
look like a...
Oh, there we go. Apologies all. We just had a momentary lapse as Beluga. Oh, it's going to be really close. Really close. The pit window is now
Going to open.
Oh, Beluga's gone. Beluga's gone. What happened there? My lord, Eric Yang is going to make the position change now and get ahead of his compatriots, but it's not over yet.
Let's get a replay of that.
But there's too much action now to cover as de Guzman is currently being harassed and pestered in the mirrors by Mike Lewin. Mike Lewin trying to make the move stick and try and look for an angle. He's got no damage. He's
from P17. He's pushing hard.
certainly
out of order.
I was going to say he had the drive-through penalty and now has had to try and climb up in the field.
Yellow flagged out temporarily for somebody.
Oh, decent move there by Mike.
Good move from Mike Lewin. He got P2 in the championship last year after a good battle with Phil Turner.
It was certainly an interesting one. Did he get P2 in the end? I thought that was someone else.
Last season. Yeah, he did get P2 last season. There is Nathan Henderson chasing down the goose, Liam Curran. There was a big gap between him and Liam for a few laps, and now he's closing that gap.
This is the battle for P1 at this moment in time, and Nathan trying to find where he can get in the head of Liam a little bit and just force him under some pressure.
The 99 car went off there at the hairpin up at the top of the circuit.
Yeah, must have been a bit of an issue for him. Henderson is just looking. Oh, he's just pressuring Liam Cohen more and more here. It's going to be a substantial amount of pressure riding on Liam's shoulders at the moment as Nathan swans the car, and it's going to be. Sorry?
Carl Ford's in the pits. The 484 car. He's one of the new people for this season. Then what's going on with Lee?
I don't know. There's too much going on. Leigh Perkins has slipped right down the other. I think they've probably taken They've Ford's taking their stop now to just get it out of the way, repair some damage. That's going to be Ford. Yang
on sale.
Yeah, decent stuff. Grantham as well, currently racing very hard.
Go. Oh, look at how close the Honda's getting. Getting very close up and personal with the 161 car. Grantham was up the start of P3 and now he's down to P14. Or is he P13? Because it's showing on my info P13.
So Grantham at this moment in time seems to be sort of climbing up the order, trying to find
Up towards the Guzman. Lewin at the moment is putting down pretty decent effort to catch up to his compatriots. Phil Turner's had an off and now a bit of a spin. It's going to be a position change. It's going to be
Lewin's having another great race at the moment to recover it, and now chases, well, not even chases, they're P1. They've done their job so far. It's going to be Sal who's on the chase towards Lewin's and Pete Turner now. So it's going to be a hell of an order. Mike Lewin's trying to catch up towards this AMPAC.
Flags. That's the 670. That's 670 car that's gone off there. That fuck off who's driving that? The 670. Oh, he's gone off again. It was the 484.
Yeah, I'm unsure. Volkov there's just gone back to the pits. I'm not too sure what exactly happened to them, but they're definitely absolutely gone. Ford's had a moment as well.
Oh, Carl Ford has been that. Oh, he's been such a pretty quick driver over the first half of the season. He's done pretty well from what I've seen. I believe it was his first race last time out at Spa.
So as we see Stanley Wilson here trying to size up KP as it stands in the Jaguar.
Pushing like crazy to chase down Son KP. Oh, Bria just sticking out a little bit there into the penultimate corner as he continues to chase Son KP into the final corner now. Is he gonna get that power down early? Stanley Wilson continues to chase down Son KP. Jeff is 8/10 of a second currently, or no, 3/10, 2/10, something like that, into turn one. Oh, a little bit hot there, going in hot there. Continue to ride on board with the number 9 car, P4 at the moment. It continues to chase Son KP, trying to fight for P3.
Yeah, certainly. So Wilson at the moment just trying to hustle in KP's mirrors. Seems to be a little bit of a
close scrap between them. Nathan Henderson's come under about 0.8, 0.7 seconds as it stands at the moment. Grantham is
currently trying to harass and get after Mike Lewin.
Sasha Dieckhoff is getting involved with the KP and Wilson battle earlier, and you see Tom Grantham just fighting with Mike Lewin to try and take P8 from Mike Lewin. From a drive-through penalty to now P8. Incredible for Mike Lewin. Incredible.
Well, he's kept his nose out of trouble. It's going to be a dive on the inside. Grantham.
I think we've had our first retirement from Kyle Ford. He's not come out. Or is he going for a long repair? I think he's possibly going for a long repair there. I think he's...
Oh, and Grantham gets the move done there. Lovely stuff from them. They've got Sale up ahead as well. Grantham is on the chase.
four-way fight for P6. With on board with Grantham, chasing down Alfred Sal, and closer and closer and closer.
He's got the move. I think he's got the slipstream on him at the moment. He's going to move from the inside. You think he is? Oh, close.
Yeah.
Very close.
Oh,
Grantham gets a better run out of the turn.
Gonna go for the switchback.
Yes, he is. Oh, is that going to be Mike Lewin as well? Mike Lewin! Mike Lewin gets the move done. Very, yep, very nice from Mike Lewin there to have made a substantial move.
And who's coming in as well to join the party? Is that's the Ferrari of Castellana.
Yeah, Castellana at the moment trying to make some places up as it stands at the moment, and it seems to me as if Castellana's a little bit. I think Castellana's on the higher fuel at this moment in time.
Ferrari is just the best endurance car, but it's so hard to control with the suspension, all that. It's tough to control. Notice that Carl Ford, he has come back out. He is still racing, but he is unfortunately 4 laps down.
Castellana.
And Beluga's in the pits currently. Wonder why he's in the pits. He's 2 laps down currently. Rudy penultimate corner, riding on board with Castellana, looking for a move on Alfred Sal. He's got to put down the power. Absolutely what? What's gonna be here? It's gonna be a 45. There, 45-1. Not bad from Castellana as he continues to chase Alfred Sal.
Yeah, certainly. So it's the main thing I think is Castellana's struggling with damage, and Saba's been a very defensive driver. I've seen it before in a previous track event.
Bathurst.
Well, not Bathurst really. I didn't really see them at Bathurst in fairness, but Castellana. Hang on, Castellana. Oh, very close.
Nearly contact between the two.
I think you can start to sense the frustration currently that is happening with Castellana, but I've just got to dive on board the action here as well because Wilson
continuing to fight Son KP.
Oh my lord, KP parked it on the apex there.
There were brief yellow flags out there. I wonder who had it off. Stanley Wilson just continues to chase down Son KP. That Jaguar's just got that street one speaking on straights. It's a decent car. One of the older GT3s on the grid.
It's going to have a lot of weight.
It's going to have a lot of weight ripped out of it. To be fair, it's going to be quite a potent force on the straights. Daniel Castellana
Has got that move done there in the last sector, and so will be
licking his wounds as it stands at the moment. So it's definitely a bit more of a difficult effort there. Wilson is still
looking to harass KP.
Acing him. Ooh, getting on the grass a little bit there. Stanley Wilson in his first race here at Slipstream International.
Oh, he got a better exit though. I think that's Stanley Wilson. KP can't really defend this at all. He's going to try to look for a switchback, and he's not going to get it. Stanley Wilson there with a fantastic move on Son KP, and absolutely puts him right in his place there. Brilliant stuff there from Wilson.
Good job from Wilson in his first race ever here in Slipstream.
So I don't think KP will be wanting to take this line down, but I don't think they're going to have much of an opportunity. And as you were saying before, it looks like Sasha Dekov starting to come into the picture of things a bit more. They're going to be in a brilliant P5 at the moment and looking to fight for that podium position. This is for P3 in the pro standings. Well, for today's race, I should say, not really the standings, as there's a multitude of different championship situations that we can't even begin to unravel because of how early in the season it is.
Blowing P7, he's done an incredible job, and Grantham is unfortunately a lap down. It's going to be very interesting. Grantham's making his way back up. Ooh, a little bit of a moment to deck off there.
Yeah, Sasha's got to try and find a bit more consistency. It's quite fortunate, I don't think. Yeah, Sasha was lucky to just not be caught in that initial onslaught. Sasha, wow. Oh, Sasha. And just as I say it, consistency. That's what you need in these sort of races. It's a long time. And he's just thrown it away there. Needs to back up his efforts. But now we're going to jump aboard with Sonkalol. He's trying to make a move on Lewins, trying to get a bit more up towards the pro grid. Lewins is trying to chase up to Sal at the moment.
Sasha in his first season here at here in World Series, of course, competing in the Medium Mischief Series. That was very interesting. Oh,
very close. Oh, nearly a tangle. Oh, that's going to be Mark Stevens.
Ooh, Mark Stevens coming into play. It's a three-way fight.
No, it's not. It's not for position. Mike Stevens here. He's a lap down. He can't really get Mark Stevens. I don't know. I call him Mike Stevens for some reason. I've done that before. Sunglow's going to get the move done, or is he? It's going to be close. They're racing side by side coming into the sector, but Sunglow's going to get it done, or are they? Lewins there fights it, but switchback from Sunglow there. And it's going to be bloody close between the pair of them. Are they going to go for it into this corner? Yes, they are, but Lawrence just loses out there.
One is in the pits now. Mark Stevens trying to gain some position to get a lap back to try and unlap himself. Of course, Mark's done an incredible job over the last couple of seasons he's raced here in Slipstream.
Yeah, certainly so. And we're just going to have to jump back on board because a battle is still brewing
between these two.
Been like this for almost 11 laps now.
There's a bit of damage on that rear. There's some damage on the rear. Yeah.
Of Liam Curran. Ooh, a little bit wide there. Yeah, Liam's definitely feeling the pressure here. Definitely feeling the pressure from Nathan Henderson. Got that damage on the rear leaf.
Yeah, it's the rear bumper currently at the moment in time. They're coming up to some back markers at the moment. It's going to be rather close between the pair of them.
This is the frustrating part. You got to get past the back markers, and there's been a lot of issues here in Slipstream with back markers just have ignored blue flag and have just kept on going. And that's not good. That's going to get you.
Oh, he's peeled right off. He's peeled right off. That's fine. No, I wouldn't say that there was any issue there particularly. I think he was just trying to just yeah.
Guzman in P18, those back markers are really having a rough race. Been a rough race for Mark Stevens, an incident that completely was not his fault, and he just got tangled up in the incident that costed him his race. Feel really bad for Mark. Definitely with a contender for the podium, but unfortunately his race has been ruined because of a incident that he could, unfortunately, he could not get out of.
Yep. Nathan at the moment has dropped a little bit more
now behind Liam Curran as the battle remains ever closer, but
gonna have to see how the attrition plays out there. One of our closest battles at the moment. About an hour and 8 minutes on the clock.
Is it Sam Wilson or is it Steve Wilson? Steve Wilson in P3 in his first race ever here at Slipstream. It could be a podium for the from the man for the UK. Could be a podium. He's right on board with Nathan Henderson, 42.930 there. As he continues to chase Liam Curran down. Two-time pro champion in 2025. He's right on board with Nathan Henderson. Over the curbs. Looking good.
Nathan at the moment just trying to keep a relatively consistent here. We're just seeing how they take it on board at this moment in time, and certainly been a substantial effort to keep up with Liam. Liam obviously didn't have the better of the two in terms of qualifying, but it appears Nathan's just starting to reel it back in now and staying in a decent light. I think their tyres will fare better knowing how they like to run their setups, so it's going to be pretty nail-biting stuff, I think, coming into latter stages of this race so far. One thing that is certainly nail-biting is currently Sunkelol, who is closing in on Sau as it stands.
Well, Sunkelol, he was the NAM driver of last season and then got bumped up to pro towards the end of last season.
It's going to be a little bit of a switch round in the mirrors. Sunkelol's got damage still. Oh, it's going to be close between the pair of them though, and it's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a bump to the rear and damage for Sunkelol here in an already difficult race. This is for P1 in the AMs, which Sunkelol's not even in anymore.
He's gone off again. He's really struggling. He's really struggling in this race.
And this is helping Lawrence's effort. Sunkelol tries to find the move. Oh, it's going to be wide, and look who's right behind Lawrence, and Lawrence nearly gets past Mark. I've done it again. Mark Stevens is trying to find a way past, and oh my lord, Lawrence, Sunkelol's going to give it up, or is he? No, he's not. Oh, it's not even your category, mate. Oh no!
Oh my god!
Sunkelol's gone off, and it's certainly a moment and a half for Sunkelol there, battling in a position they didn't really want to be in. Alfred Sau runs off up ahead. Eric Yang there is chasing now for Lawrence.
Side between Eric Yang and Mark Stevens there, I'm pretty sure. Or is that Mark Stevens there? Yeah, that's Mark Stevens there. Ooh,
oh, nearly a moment there.
Nearly a moment there. Could have been race ending there.
And it seems as if
Eric Yang as he continues to chase down Lewins.
So Yang
Through the right-hander. Go ahead, Charles.
Yeah, Yang at the moment, yeah, they've had a bit of a difficult effort, I think, for the start of things. They've tried to keep their nose out of trouble. They were pretty close in terms of the qualifying by my estimations, but it's going to be really nail biting, as I nearly let something slip there, really fudging. Oh, nearly a move there by Yang. Yang pushing Luren there quite wide psychologically, and it's going to be close between the pair of them. It's BM versus BM.
Stevens wanting to come into this battle, but he's pushing really hard to get some laps back.
Yeah, well, he needs to just keep it consistent here. He's a lap down, and Mark. Oh, it's going to be close. Lawrence is still going to remain ahead.
Both ERD cars are in the pits currently. Yeah, where's Sunkelol going to come out? Yeah, he's gonna be in there for a while, repairing the damage.
Oh, he's come out quite quickly though.
Granton's still in the pits as well.
We're just going to keep on board with these two.
It is rather close, or is it? Because there's something else that's rather close too.
It's these two. They've been inseparable for most of the race, and you can certainly see it in the pace because they just won't let up. Nathan Henderson chasing Liam Curran here for the win.
Looks like in the 45 car, and who's the 45 car? Guzman. He's couple laps down. His race being ruined by the incident on lap 1. Not his fault, and Phil Turner's stopped on track. Oh, he's moving again.
Yeah, Phil Turner's had a moment there. I'm not too sure what's quite happened, but
Let's get a replay of what happened there.
I can't access it at the moment, mate. We're just going to keep on board with the present action.
The two-way fight for the championship. These two have just been brawling and brawling and brawling. Nathan Henderson has come from ASRNZ and OOR.
So,
On very fast drivers.
yeah, certainly so. Nathan here just trying to size up where Liam's a bit weaker and trying to ask the questions in the rear view mirror as to whether he can maintain this pace at the moment, and certainly had opportunities where he's got closer and closer. So Nathan's just sizing him up for breakfast at the moment by the looks of things, or dinner, more so in the region where they're from.
With the New Zealander in front of them.
Nathan is really starting to ask questions of Liam. Liam's gone a little bit wide. There's been a bit of a moment, and Liam's going to feel the pressure again, even more coming into this sector here, as Nathan just gives him a little bit of a wide berth, and Nathan's just going to keep it calculated, keep it consistent, and it's going to be another lap that these two just keep going at it.
Definitely some tyre wear coming into play. 17 laps already completed. And now Stanley Wilson now a lap down, but still P3. So Phil Turner's in the pits currently. He's going to be
wide.
Ooh.
Wide by Liam. This is why I'm keeping on board. I feel as if it's brewing. The tension between these two has been surmounting lap by lap by lap. With 30 minutes in, the pit window's open, and neither of these two want to go for that stop. And Liam Curran is
forward. He's really struggling to lap. He's trying to get some laps back. He's only 3 laps down as we continue to be on board onslaught with Nathan Henderson, and continues to chase down the goose. He's just too good.
Well, fair play to Carl Ford for keeping it going. It's really easy to just quit out of these sessions and sort of hang up the towel, but it's good to see some sportsmanship in continuing to go on, and that's what it's all about, really, especially for sim racing, and that's why I love it so much, honestly. Nathan Henderson starting to really attach himself to the rear bumper of Liam. We've seen a difference in how they both take this sector here.
Now reached the 59-minute mark. 30 minutes gone by. We are now at the 59-minute mark as we start lap 18.
Coming a bit
Here
closer to the
Kyalami.
halfway mark for the stops as well, for the strategy.
I think these quite a few teams who have definitely gone with some shorter stints, but I think that a lot of drivers have gone into pits due to damage due to that lap 1 incident, so that'll definitely be looked at post-race. There's definitely going to be some penalties coming their way as Liam Curran goes off there a bit wide. Tom KP is now in the pits. Ooh.
Oh, very close.
Ooh.
Nathan could be sizing up a move here potentially. He's going to dart around. Oh, he starts to really think about it, doesn't he? I think Liam's really starting to feel the pressure now. Nathan's just really keeping on him and not letting up at all. They're coming up to back markers at the moment by the look of things. Or is
There
it?
might be a move coming here at the hairpin. Definitely. Is Nathan
No, I don't think so. No, he'll take things. He'll take things more consistently, knowing how Nathan likes to do things, and just keep the pressure on. Liam's making mistakes, and he knows it. You can see it.
Building, and it's going to be tyre wear as well, and it's going to be worse as they come up to lap traffic. It's the 777 car of Lee Perkins. He's had a rough race after an incident that wasn't his fault.
Well, we'll let the stewards. We'll let the steward. I think there's no way we in the box have any way to tell what happened in that initial incident. Liam goes really wide there, really wide, and Nathan is going to be really decent speed into him. It could be a potential move here for Nathan Henderson. He's going to ride really close. He's going to ask the question. Oh, he's gone wide! He's gone wide! And this could be it! This could be the P1! Nathan Henderson! He's on the outside! Oh, he's going to think about it, but he backs off! Or does he? He's going to look close! It's going to be neck and neck! It's going to be side-by-side action! Nathan Henderson, as it stands at the moment, has been asking the questions of Liam, and I think he's starting to run out of answers. Is Liam Curran? He maintains position, but for how long? It's really not looking too good for him at the moment.
I think this entire way that's starting to kick in.
I think it's a bit more than tyre, but I think the pressure is starting to surmount onto Liam at this moment in time, and Nathan has seen it lap by lap as these two have gone on and on in this battle.
They're going to start catching up to the back markers. It's going to make their race a little bit harder. I think Nathan might have a chance to overtake him coming up into the back markers.
I don't know about that. It's the 777 at the moment, which is Leigh Perkins, still a pro driver, still laying down some very decent pace as it stands. And Liam is starting to compromise his own lines now to have a defensive effort.
A little bit wide there from Liam.
He's been doing that most of the qualifying though. I've seen him just lean a tyre onto the grass, and he's had some troubles with the rotation of the AMG. I know he's not been able to put on a lot of practice into Kyalami, and Nathan, it's just going to be asking those questions.
I was supposed to be racing, but, well, instead I'm in the commentary booth as Nathan Henderson just continues to harass Liam Curran.
But that is... Oh, it's still going to be close. I was going to dive on board. Lawrence and Yang at the moment have been having a little bit of an exchange between themselves, but the action here is just too close to miss as they approach Leigh Perkins.
The fields, the packs are... I'll admit, the leaderboards, it's all mixed up.
It's definitely been a very mixed race, isn't it? It's even then Sasha Dekov is starting to close up to Wilson at the moment. Could be on for a P3, which would be an absolutely brilliant effort. Daniel Castellano has pulled out at this moment in time, which I just noticed. We're down from 21 to 19, 2 retirements in this race so far.
Who are our 2 retirements? We've got Castellano and who else?
No idea. No idea at this moment, I'll be totally honest. I'm too fixated on what's going on ahead of us. Yeah. And certainly Nathan is squirreling with the wheel.
Definitely a bigger grid this season than the last couple seasons we've had. Of course, was it Bathurst last season? We had a massive ass grid.
Yeah, certainly so.
Who's that coming out there? Is that
they're just going to, I believe so. They're just going to keep peeled off and exercise the discipline there.
Into turn 1.
And as you say, they're coming up to Perkins now. It's gonna start to throw a bit more of a spanner in the works in this battle for P1.
I think Liam might pick up some dirty air coming off Leigh Perkins as they start to catch up to the first back marker. No, one of the back markers.
Oh, he's gone wide! Oh, Perkins! Oh, it's going to compromise his line. Liam, oh no, he comes right off, but it's still going to have a bit of a compromise there. Scribbling there from Nathan to sort of ruin the exit.
This is incredible racing between the Australian and the New Zealander.
Certainly so, as Nathan tries to keep it compact and quite close. Oh, it's still squirreling with the wheel there. Coming out the corner, it's definitely having to fight the car a bit more than usual, I suspect. And Nathan He's just putting on the pressure lap by lap. Still keeping it on.
A little bit of neck code there. Ooh.
And yeah, certainly Henderson's just going to see what sort of lap they put out there, and it's a 42.9. It's off their top effort by about a second, and you can sort of see why. It's been in the dirty effort. No, it's not going to be a move. It's not going to be a move yet. There's still plenty of time, and he's, again, this is the thing that Nathan does. He'll follow behind you, and he'll know he doesn't have to play aggressively per se. There's still plenty of time in the race. He's got a very big IQ when it comes to the racecraft.
Vladimir Beluga, who was up there earlier, up in the top 10, has now dropped back to P17. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he's, but again, as I like to say, like, it doesn't matter the kind of pace that you do have. He's in the AMS as it is and trying to learn his way through ACC, and that's the kind of thing I commend, honestly. It's, we all start somewhere. I certainly did. My first race at Laguna, I was just happy enough to be in P9 for quite a duration of that race, and for me it's all about the small gains. It really is.
I will say myself, kind of been struggling throughout this season, and definitely some improvement for me to still go on and all that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of ACC. It's such a take off. Big spin from them, and it's, oh no, what a disaster there. That is going to really cost them, as we caught that just at the wrong time there.
Did the rear just lock up and he just lost it, or did he just oversteer? Like a lock up.
Yeah, it was certainly a bit of a moment there. As we come back to Nathan, there's the battle between them is just so close. Strategy is playing out. Just to remind all the ladies and germs, as it stands, the strategy is playing out between quite a lot of these drivers. Lurens at the moment is still 3.3-ish behind Yang. Both are yet to do their stops, but Sal has done their stop.
Take a look at the comments, shall we? I am here. I would also like to give a big shout out to Sensational TV for letting me do the broadcast tonight.
Yeah, it's your first time ever broadcasting, isn't it?
Yeah, so... comments just yet. The battle continues between Liam Curran and Nathan Henderson. Let's go down into the left-hander, long left-hander.
Really he's starting to really get in the head of Liam, isn't he? I could see it there, I really could. And it's really starting to come to a boiling point between these two, isn't it?
We've now reached the 49-minute mark as we start to...
Oh, he's feeling in! He's in the pits! He's in the pits! Nathan takes his stop now. Rather interestingly, I would assume he's not taking tyres then.
No, I suspect not. I think he's taking fuel. Here's Tom Grantham. Yeah, Nate Hendo's going to be coming out into some traffic. He's going to have to struggle getting past those back markers as we ride on board with Tom Grantham.
Certainly so. Just to sort of chime you in as well, Wilson has entered the pit lane as well. People are starting to get their stops done.
Zikoff, he's continuing after
interesting
spin.
But what is his strategy going to be? I know for a fact he's going to be in a call with Mr. Castellano going, Daniel, what do I put in this car? What is the fuel I need? Do I take tyres? What do I do? Oh, Mike Lewin's had a bit of a moment there by the looks of things. I don't know what exactly happened there. They've peeled off the circuit, and Monday as well has had an absolute stormer there. I don't know what exactly has happened. Oh, nearly a big move there.
That car 40 nearly hit Joel Mundy there.
Yeah, certainly so. Lawrence has not done their stop yet, and they've found themselves a little bit up the order, but there's still plenty of time.
Thing about the Ferrari, it's a good car. It's good for endurance races. It's a great car around Nords, but it's hard to drive. Like,
Just to chime into, sorry to cut you, just to chime into what Colin said, I wouldn't be surprised if the leaders pit at the same time. Well, that's exactly what I was thinking too, but I think Nathan wanted to strike out with Liam when he was going to pit. What lap? He's put the glove down now and he said, right, this is where I'm pitting. It's up to you what you do now. And that's going to be in Liam's head. He's going to be thinking about it. He's going to be thinking, when do I actually want to stop? And to be completely honest, I think Nathan, he's made the right decision here. I can see it playing out quite well to get the stop done at this sort of point in the race. And that's going to be Mike Lewin, I think, in the pit lane now. Yes, it is. Mike is in the pits.
Anyway, that's what I was saying about the Ferrari. It's a good car. It's just some people struggle to drive it. For example, me, if we look back to season 1, first race, really struggled to get it, ring the car in, and I think I found the struggle, but moving off to the McLaren, I found it was a lot better, but definitely struggled over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and so, understandably so, it's a difficult car. In some of those circumstances, it takes a bit of an adaptation to get used to. Liam Curran, we're just going to ride on board with. I'm very curious to see when is Mr. Curran going to box number 43.
Oh, and also, what is it? A few weeks.
Oh, there it is! There it is! As I predicted, I thought it would be this lap. He does respond, and now Nathan Henderson
is gonna lead the race.
Well, no, we don't know that. We don't know that. It's got to be found to see if that's going to be the case, because Nathan has got to lay down the pace now if they've got a chance.
I think Liam's gonna come out ahead of him.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's going to be really close, mate. It's going to be really close. He's coming up to near to the third to last corner now. Nathan, he's got to send it. And I'm just looking at the mini-map and seeing Sasha's going to come into the pits now. And that's going to be perhaps even more of a jigging of the order. 17's come out of the pits now. 43, where are you? He's got to be coming out the pits soon, surely. And where is it going to be? Where is Liam Curran? He's coming out just about now, but I don't think it's another thing. It's going to be a position change. I think it's going to be it. Yes, it is. It's going to be Nathan Henderson, P1, taking it off of Liam Curran in the strategy, and he's done it right. He's got it done. Liam, the ball is in your court now, my friend. You've got to chase up to Nathan Henderson. All the best. You've got 44 minutes to do it in, son.
Be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for more. I will hand it over to Charles to Tony, and I will be back soon.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, we've just had Seb here, who's been first time casting with us. Be nice, be kind. He's a young lad from New Zealand who's learning the way of the cast, and I think he's done a sterling job so far, learning the ropes, and that's what we love to see, a dear Padawan amongst us. Chiming into the situation
around us as it stands at the moment, Mike Stevens. I keep saying it. God damn it!
I keep saying Mike Stevens. Oh, Mark Stevens at the moment, putting a recovery drive together, is on the back of Mr. Turner and is trying to find a bit more pace to climb back up the order to get these points for the pros. He's got Perkins behind. He's had an absolute race to forget, unfortunately for Perkins, due to some early collisions there. All have to be looked at. Mark, oh, it's a big moment, and Mark Stevens, he has an absolute pirouette there into the barriers. Huge move for Mark, and that is going to be absolutely race ending. He pushed it too far, he hit the grass.
Oh, Mark Stevens, what an unfortunate moment there, as it just went too far. Yeah, meatball flag, absolutely. My lord, that was an unfortunate effort there.
The beluga's gone off in the background there.
Yeah, it certainly has. He's going to have to come back to the pits there.
And now, Sasha Dekov.
Wide for Sasha. He's gonna try and fight with Son KP and Stanley Wilson. Still trying to move out of the way in the Tic Tac BMW, but it shows as the default livery.
Yeah, certainly so. Marcus had to dive back into the pits, and there's no surprise over the amount of damage that they had.
I'd like to say this, well done to Carl Ford, who's kept on going, even with multiple incidents, being multiple laps down, and he's done an amazing job. Well done to the Australian. He's done an amazing job.
Yeah, so it's just, you know what, I just like the perseverance. To be fair, it's easy to quit out, it really is, and that's what I like to see from people, I really am. Same with Beluga's had a few incidents here. The Guzman's going to take a stop now. There's still points in it between these guys, and I think that's one thing when I started sim racing, to be fair. Every point was a bit of an achievement, to be honest. You're trying to find more in yourself and to unlock that potential and find the car that suits you. And for these AMs, it's the start of their own journey, and to find that, and that for me was always exciting. And one other thing that is quite exciting, as you can see on your screens now, Sasha Dekov is laying down the pace. He's catching up to KB. He's got him in the gun sights at the moment. Oh, Mark Stevens got to stop and go for speeding in the pit lane, which has put a right dampener on their effort. Oh, Sasha Dekov, he's on the push.
Unfortunate for Mark, he's definitely a title contender for this season. Oh, Michael flag.
No, it's not. And KP's just going to let him by. Sasha gets the position change. KP thinks, no, I'm not going to fight it whatsoever, and completely backs out, wimps out, and lets it through. Sasha with the position change. Fantastic stuff.
I think there might be an extra stop for drivers, unless not. I think there might be an extra stop being played into this. You never know.
What's that, sorry?
I think there might be an extra stop being played into this race.
No chance. Reason is because of the fact
These guys would have had the fuel in mind beforehand, and then on top of that, oh, Dooley's just had a moment. Oh, I don't know what just happened there.
He's on board with Red D Guzman. Sorry for the name pronunciation. I am terrible with name pronunciation, so it's my bad. Continuing to run on board with the Honda, and here's Sankalo.
Sankalo at the moment has been catching up to the rear of Sal at the moment. Number 33, Lawrence has entered the pits now to take their stop. Going to drop down the order a little bit. I've got Yang and So that they need to now pass.
Standing behind Sal for this entire race. Ooh, bit of a moment.
Oh my god, Sal. It's been some close battles, hasn't it? And Sankalo's probably a little bit tired of this game, I think, by the looks of things. It's going to be some defensive driving there from Sal. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. No, it's not. Sankalo gets the move done, and it's going to be a position change. I saw it coming in the timings. And a brilliant effort there for sure. KP falling away, cannot match the pace of Sasha Dekov. Fantastic pace there from Sasha. And they're looking to climb up towards Wilson. There's time to do it in 38 minutes. It's all still to play for.
He just couldn't do anything, just the car just oversteered and lost the rear, and then the rear tyres just regained the grip, and then he just completely stopped, and Sankalo couldn't do anything to get out of the way as we run on board with Liam Curran. He's at P2 currently as he's chasing down Nathan Henderson. Is it going to be a win for Nathan Henderson in this race? Quite possible. It is quite possible.
But it's too early to call, and there's still a decent chunk of time in it. We're coming up to 2/3 in this race so far. As the Goose Motorsport driver, Mr. Curran, he's really starting to try and send the car through as much as he can. You can see the dust being kicked up there by Nathan Henderson. Better on the tyres, I would have thought, but Liam is pushing really hard. And the best lap, just to sort of explain, Nathan no, listen here. Nathan Henderson's got a 141.840. Liam Curran 141.800. It is that close. It is that close between these two.
I was saying this earlier, in just a few weeks' time, on the 13th of September, will be the Slipstream International 3 Hours of Zelda. Get your sign-ups in. Link will be in the description to the Slipstream International Discord server.
Yeah, it should be a banger. It'll be 3 hours of goodness. I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing in terms of manufacturing yet. Probably the BM, to be fair. It seems to coast the curbs and not do Tony Hawk's kickflips. So that will probably be the likely order of things, I'd imagine. And I can certainly tell you, I'd imagine Mr. Curran will be in the AMG. So do hop down, come along. I'm sure Sensational will be casting it. Eyes.
Sure.
Looking at some of my fellow friends in the commentary box. But yeah, it should be.
Will be there.
Yeah, it certainly should be. Oh my! And that's a position change. I think Sal has come off the road there, and Pete Turner's coming up, and coming up big, because Lurens at the moment is trying to chase up towards Yang. There's still loads of time, and I think Yang's got really decent pace in him, but Pete Turner right ahead has got Sal more in the gun sights. It's going to be an interesting battle.
He went off there and he's lost quite a few tenths of a sec, quite a bit of time, and Phil's just had the chance to catch up to him as we look on board with Dekov here.
Yeah, Dekov has been...
781.
Just going to say, Dekov has been laying down some very decent pace. Looking at the timesheets at the moment, they may end up on the podium if they keep up this effort. There's Lurens ahead of them. I recognise that livery anywhere, and...
Is Sasha Hungarian or is he Bulgarian? He's Hungarian. Don't worry about that.
You know what the funniest part is? You're not the only one that said that. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. He's Bulgarian. And I don't know. So I just don't. Everyone thinks he's Hungarian, and I just don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, poor Sasha. I'm sure Sasha will see this back and have a bit of a laugh. Bless his soul. Oh dear.
Sasha at the moment, just to let you know, has gained nearly half a second already
coming to the end of this lap. Mr. Wilson is going to have to step up the effort, I think, if they want a chance to make it to that podium spot, because I know for a fact that Liam Curran and Nathan Henderson are in a bit of a class of their own today.
Definitely stay tuned for post-race. We'll be nagging some drivers for a post-race interview.
Oh, definitely so. It's been I think there's a lot to unpack from this race, certainly so far. And I'll tell you what, we're just going to jump on board
Mr. Turner, because Turner is on the rear bumper of that 33 car and so at the moment in time, and Pete Turner's been doing a decent job of it, well on the pace for the AM class. And this is for the last podium spot. As we say, Mr. KP is a plastic pro in the disguise of an AM colour. So, Turner. Oh, Turner sizing up the mirrors. So at the moment, asking some questions.
Of course, we had a Ford Mustang on the grid, but that was driven by Jason Hutchins. He was the 51 car, but he has not turned up this season. He has gone to do other things over in other sim racing games. I
Understandable, really.
believe.
Yeah, we've seen a lack of the Fords because of that. But I'm just going to dive back into the action. Phil Turner. I don't know why I'm calling him Pete, but here we are. Phil Turner. They're going to go towards the left-hand side there. So tries to squeeze in, but so goes wide. And Phil Turner's going to get the move done. Or is it so? So he's going to go and aggressively defend that position. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a collision, so you can't do that. Turner takes the position, takes the move, and I think that's going to be enough. In the gun sight, So tries to look at the inside, and Turner, getting a little bit harassed there. I don't know if this battle is necessarily going to be over. Alfred's trying to just keep in his gun sights.
He's got damage at the same time, and this man is still pushing even with damage.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And Alfred trying to get a bit more up towards Phil Turner, but I think he's going to start to run away with it.
And Phil Turner, the next car ahead's about 14 seconds away for Turner. He's got to put a bit more tempo down. Eric Yang matching some of the pro times at the moment and doing a very decent job of it.
I think that gap between Liam Curran and Nathan Henderson has definitely dropped. It was 2.5 seconds earlier, and it's now 1.7 seconds. 1.6 now.
Certainly, so it's still relatively close, and we're just going to jump on board
Actually, with Mr. Curran to see how they're getting on in their efforts.
Now got half an hour to go, so this is going to be the final half an hour is going to be the spot where they're going to start pushing.
To fill in your words, I can summarise it for you. I think it's going to be relatively. Oh, Liam! Oh, I saw it there. There was a little bit of a moment there from Liam Curran. Tyres starting to fade away. I suspect these two have not changed the rubber. And Liam Curran, no. And Liam Curran, like I said at the start of this cast, I knew the low wing setup from Henderson was going to play better for the tyres, and it certainly has.
Liam, I think he's got his wing set 3 or 5 because in a message just a few days ago, I asked, because I was going to this event, and I asked what wing he was, and he said to 3 and 5, so he's probably got that lower wing and Liam's got that higher wing. This is a high downforce track, but for high downforce tracks, you're gonna need some low wing.
Well, I mean, in the case of Nathan Henderson, it's their specialty. It's something they're renowned for in the setups that they do, in the way they race prep, and you're seeing it on full display, everyone.
As we continue to ride on board with Liam Curran, the man from New Zealand, he goes over the line. 1.4 seconds is the gap between the two. He continues to eat away at that gap. It's down to turn 1 they come. On board. Absolutely incredible racing between the two.
It's been very close for most of it, and I think Liam is just trying to find a little bit of consistency to close up a bit more to Nathan. Different parts of the track, they seem to be
stronger than one another.
Liam is just trying to fight the AMG to try and get as much pace up to Nathan as possible.
AMG is a good car, but it's just got a really, really pointy front end, and it's just really hard to drive, and really, it's a good car, it's just that little bit hard to drive.
The thing is, a lot of it, you have to always have an input with the AMG. You've got to always be, you can't, it's not a car that you can particularly coast, and a lot of the rotation from it, you have to trail brake it very consistently through certain corners. You can see it with Liam there. He'll try and get the car out in second gear, and it just provides a stable powertrain. You can just see him pushing onto the grass there. And he's just getting a bit closer and closer towards Nathan Henderson.
They mainly avoid the back markers.
I think it's inevitable.
Now 1.0 is the gap now. Liam is eating away at that gap.
Certainly is. I think there's a little bit of hesitation there from Nathan Henderson.
I think he's lifting and coasting in some spots to stay fuel.
No, I don't think it is. Do you know what I think it is? It's more the fact that the Aston in certain sectors, especially with the lower wing setup, is not as consistent and able to turn in as the AMG is on a higher wing setup here. So it's just illustrating the difference in both manufacturer and setup as well. Knowing how I know these two drivers, I know how they like to set up certain cars. Oh, Liam there gets a really nice run at these sequence of turns here, and he's starting to pile the pressure on top of Nathan.
He's definitely tired. We're starting to kick in as Vladimir Beluga is going to get in the way. There's definitely going to be a move that's coming soon. 9/10 of a second.
I think Beluga's still got plenty of time before they catch up to him per se, unless he does that. Oh, this is going to be tricky stuff. Beluga, does he peel right off to the side? He might do, he might not, we're not sure, but it's going to help Liam Curran. It's going to be a difficult situation here, and Beluga's going to slow Nathan right down, and I think Liam knows that, and he gets a decent exit here. Nathan Henderson's now going to get harassed more and more. Beluga is going to hold the right hand side. It's under blue flags. It's going to be a bit of controversy. It's going to be a little bit of audacity here. And Beluga's just going to hold their line on the right hand side.
Going to definitely be looked at post race.
Oh my lord, he keeps, jeez, keeps on the right hand side. What was that?
I think that's going to be a penalty definitely post race, because I think there was a bit of impeding there, and not the smartest. Look at Stanley Wilson in his first race here is on the podium.
Certainly is. He's still got time to hold off in, and he's doing some really decent paces at stands at the moment, and just about Wilson is doing better laps than Sasha Dekov, just about. Very close between them.
Between the two. Oh, is there going to be a move? Oh, getting up and close. A bit of a moment there for Hendo. They continue now about, I suspect it's 3/10 now, as I was correct. It is 3/10 of a second as they come down into the third to last corner. Getting that early apex. Reach the penultimate corner. Ooh, a little bit wide.
Oh, big off! It's a big off! And it's Nathan Henderson sent round at one of the worst parts of the circuit. I can't believe it! It was going so well! And that is going to end in chances, potentially, for that P1. We look away for one moment, or in my case, one moment, as my dear co-caster keeps it up. Oh my!
Curran takes the lead.
But what happened there?
Was he pushing too hard? I think he was pushing a bit too hard. Let's take a look.
We're going to go right the way back and just have a look exactly what happens here.
I think he went into the corner a bit too early, and I think he hit that sausage curve and it unsettled the car and sent the car off wide. Let's take a look back.
We're just going to follow the onboard here.
Oh yeah, didn't it? He got on that sausage curve. Yeah, you want to be careful of that sausage curve. It really unsettles the car. Oh my goodness. What a... Oh! Was that Liam Curran went wide there?
He went really wide there, yeah. My lord, that was a bit of pandemonium there. And do you know what? It just goes to show. It just goes to show how quickly it can turn in those moments, as we're just waiting for the replay to eventually end. Yeah, unbelievable stuff. There we go.
Unbelievable stuff, truly. There, I did not expect that to happen.
As Pete Turner is back on the rear bumper or so by the looks of things, and it's going to be another battle between these two. Sends it up the inside, does Phil Turner.
They should be constantly battling in this context.
That certainly was a bit of a rear bump, wasn't it? I thought it may be coming, and Alfred certainly still got quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, he's been lackluster in his damage all race, but he's been pushing hard and still fighting Phil Turner. This is incredible racing.
Yeah, it's pretty close in the AM class, I gotta say. Oh, Alfred there. Alfred! Oh, big moment. Keeps it. Breathe. Breathe. It's fine. I think it's fine. But what's not fine is KP has run out of talent there
And has sent it. What happened there?
Oh, he just oh, and he takes out Lee Perkins on top of that. Unbelievable stuff there by KP as he takes out another driver, and my lord, certainly not his finest effort whatsoever there. Oh dear,
He's
Phil.
not going to be. He's not going to be too impressed.
No,
about that.
certainly not.
We've heard. I've heard the previous incidents that have happened with him. He has not been too happy about it.
No, and you can certainly understand why when that was the incident that just happened, and what an unfortunate one, truly. What an unfortunate one. Liam Curran at the moment is 4 seconds clear. But the thing that interests me
Quite a lot is what can Nathan produce. There's a little bit of damage at the front, but tyres might still be in a better nick.
timings are telling me that Nathan Henderson
Is nearly 3/10 quicker than Liam Curran, and there's 20 minutes to go. This battle is not over by any stretch.
Definitely not. We right on with Nathan Henderson. He's definitely got damage on that front end as Carl Ford comes into the pits.
certainly so. Just looking at. I think we should do a bit of a mid-race rundown, and I'm just going to reel it off, my dear friends. Just give me a damn moment. Liam Curran in P1 leads the pro class at the moment and have had quite the battle on their hands. Nathan Henderson P2 still on the chase, still trying to get the top step at the moment. Wilson's led a substantial effort. They're 6 seconds clear. They're on the podium step for their first race in Slipstream, to my knowledge. Add an asterisk at the end. Sasha Dukov P4, very good effort from them. Still chasing off that P3 at the moment, a little bit lacking, a little bit in the pace as it stands, but could still come back into the swing of things. Song KP racing in the Jaguar Silk Cut. They've had a day of it, that's certainly to say, and they've unfortunately for them had a few moments and collisions. Grantham at the moment has had one hell of a day of it there. P6 at the moment, still trying to put in an effort to chase up to P5, and they're certainly doing so with laps to go. Eric Yang leading the AM class as it stands at the moment. They've been leading the tempo for the AM category, but it's not over just yet. Sunkalol have had quite a few collisions themselves, but they're doing quite a substantial effort. They've had a bit of a battle with So a few times, still trying to make up the places. Lurens at the moment, P2 and M, still fighting strong. Phil Turner, I keep calling you Pete, I'm so sorry, Phil, is currently P3 in the M. So is currently P4. Mike Lewins had a bit of a day of it. Bit of a drive through at the start. Leigh Perkins there. P13. Monday P14. Stevens P15. Beluga P16 at the moment in time. De Guzman, welcome in. P17. Dooley P18. And Ford P19. We've had 2 people that have dropped out thus far, but it's still going to the end. To the end.
Well, under Carl Ford, he's kept on going, even being last. He's going to pick up himself a few points for this season, but he's been struggling in this race. Good job to him, even being 6 lap down. He's done an amazing job, I'll admit, and well done to John Munday, one of the newbies who's joined Slipstream, and he's done a pretty good job. It's good to see Phil Turner back on the grid after not being around for a few races.
Oh, and that Sasha
and-
Dekov there has a moment.
Oh,
I'm not too sure what just
another
happened there.
incident.
Oh no, I think that was with
Oh,
Beluga.
no.
I think it was with Beluga. I'm
Oh,
not
no,
sure.
No.
We're
I
just
suspect it was.
we're just gonna watch the
Yeah,
onboard
well,
now. Hang on a second.
I suspect it was a Beluga incident. That's gonna be
What was it?
interesting.
Oh, it is. Oh no, and Beluga just snaps in front, and that is gonna really ruin Sasha's chances towards a P3. Oh, he's gonna be kicking himself. He truly is. I mean, Kate.
That's no fault of his own. Just
No,
Beluga, completely unexpected, and Beluga was just there, and he just hit right. He just smashed the car right into him, and I think.
Well, I
he
mean,
was saying-
Beluga had lost control there, and stewards will steward that one, I'm sure, but that was rather unfortunate. Beluga just peels off there. Sasha Dekov, they've got damage now. They've got to fight to keep this P4 now, I believe, from KP. We're going to have to see what they can do in the last 16 minutes.
Beluga's been a bit of a menace over last season. He's ruined quite a few people's races, but quite a few of mine, for example. If we look back to Silverstone, he for once actually respected the rules, but he's just nowhere up there. He's really struggling.
Well, you say that. I mean, speaking matter of factly, he's P16, and he's actually P6 in class, which is, I think, it's not a shabby effort. I think it's just where you've just got someone who's a bit new to ACC and to league racing, trying to adapt to things, and it's understandable. I think sometimes there's a bit of a language barrier to it, and you know it happens. It's understandable. But Beluga, they've had some unfortunate moments this race, but they're kept in P6, and Sasha's just going to have to try and do their best effort now to remain ahead of KP.
What a fuel warning on there for Sasha, unless I might have been hallucinating, which I suspect I was. I was wrong. That is my apologies.
Yeah, I think Sasha will be fine on the fuel. I mean, he's typically done pretty well. KP at the moment is gaining up towards the rear of Sasha, and I'm sure earlier in the race they just gave up the effort and let him pass, but we'll have to see what the effort is here. Is KP
Going right on board with Liam Curran to finish this incredible race off.
Well, we'll ride on board for a lap and we'll see what they're doing. They've had a very decent
Yeah.
effort thus far, and I'm interested to see how they take the lap.
Coming down through the left-hander here, flat out. Now into the third to last corner, you want to take a wide line and then get into that apex early. Ooh, bit of a moment there. Now into the tricky penultimate corner. You've got to be really careful of that sausage curve. It's been a state of a few incidents over this race. Into the final corner, you want to put the power down early on the exit as he pushes for a lap. It will be a 43.122.
We're going to keep on board, so keep going, keep going.
Down into turn 1. We want to try and get that late apex. Turn 2 and 3 are usually these tricky ones. Got to be careful of that sausage curve on turn 3 into turn 4. We now head up the hill towards the long right-hander, which is tricky. You've got to kind of have a little bit of throttle going through there. Now it's going to start heading uphill. Now this corner here is going to be a little bit tricky. Of course, it's the sausage curves that really make it tricky for the drivers. We now make our way up to the hairpin as we have a little bit of internet issues since both in different countries. We'll continue on board with Liam Curran as we head back down to the left-hander once again. We continue. Now make our way into the third to last corner. Thanks everyone for the internet issues. Now into the penultimate corner, very, very tricky. Want to avoid that positivity. Into the final corner, looking for a quick lap that's going to cost him a couple of seconds maybe. It's a 4-second gap between him and Nathan Henderson. Crosses the line of 43.
I mean, it's still pretty decent for what efforts they're putting down. That was a lap with Liam Curran. Do you know what's hotting up though? Do you know what's hotting up?
This man,
What?
Mr. Grantham.
Yes, definitely Tom Grantham. He has done an amazing job this entire race. He's just been sitting there waiting for the battles to come to him.
Well,
as he chased down Son KP.
See, this is where I'm gonna correct you, not to steal your thunder. I think that Mr. Grantham had a bit of an unfortunate start. He's come a bit more into the swing of things due to the battles ahead of him, and he's just been lucky. A little bit opportunistic here, but it's going to come to Grantham's way. He's got the pace at the moment in hand, and he's got to get past KP to then get past towards Sasho. And looking at the timings, I reckon it's possible.
Corner now on the straight, looking to get in the slipstream of Son KP and the Jaguar. As back markers up ahead. Wide line into turn 1, into turn 1 we go. Late apex for him, good job from Tom Grantham over into turn 2 and 3. Be careful.
Wide there from KP. Big moment there. I think that Grantham is going to start to size up in the last 10 minutes. This position change here. It's going to be close between Grantham and KP. I'm just going to have to get on the edge of my seat here, and I'm sure all of you watching now are going to be as well, as he starts to really dive into the rearview mirror of KP and assert a bit of dominance.
Final 10 minutes are going to be gut-wrenching. It's going to be battle.
It's going to be close! It's going to be position change! Yes, it is! Tom Grantham gets the position change there with an opportunistic move there, because KP messed it all up there, and it just came absolutely tumbling down. There was no way he could defend that afterwards, and that is going to be Tom Grantham now on Sasho.
Yeah, that KP just sprung him. Of course, KP brung Grantham in, which has, since KP's gone off, it's now brung him in to fight Sasho as they go into the final corner. There's definitely going to be a possible move coming here on the straight as he gets in the slipstream. As KP comes up behind him, is there going to be a move coming into turn 1? That is quite possible as we follow him down the straight. P5. Is there going to be a move coming? No, there's not, unfortunately.
Well, it's going to be close within the pair of them. I think Sasho, he knows how to defend in that Ferrari. I've seen it before time and time again, but I know what Grantham's like. I know his aggressive driving style when it counts, when the time falls down and it's all under that pressure situation. Grantham's one that will come up and make the move when it needs to be done, and I think Grantham's going to look for it now, potentially sizing it up, asking the question to Sasho in the mirror, and he's going to ride up close to the rear bumper of that Ferrari as it stands. The swirling pattern of red and white just keeping him at bay.
I think we've got a battle going up in P1 and P2. That
oh my god, it is! Oh my god, it is! Oh, there's too much to cover here, because it looks like these two are going to jump back in it. And what's happened there? I don't know. I think it's back markers. There's a beluga in the background. We don't know what exactly's happened, but we're just going to have to keep on board here. Nathan Henderson being harassed and hurried. Sorry, other way round. Liam Curran being harassed and hurried by Nathan Henderson, and something somewhere has gone wrong. They're in traffic. There's 7 minutes clocking down,
and it's all to play for. All the marbles here at Kyalami in 1 hour 30. Coming down to the last 7 minutes. Seb, who can it be?
I think it's gonna be Liam. He's definitely been pretty strong. Back markers holding Liam up.
So it's under blue flags. It's under blue flags, Alfred. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Oh, no. That's going to be blocking. That's going to be intentional blocking. That might be looked at.
Oh,
No. What are you doing, Alfred? You want to get yourself a
oh
penalty.
my lord. It's getting
That's a bad spot. It is game on here at Kyalami.
My God, it is. Just to chime in from Daniel there says Beluga's being the pivot point of everybody's strategy, and I don't think he's wrong. I think he's pretty right, but it's just coming down to the ball now because Sasha Dekov has to fight, has to struggle with the damage that they've got. But they've got to keep Grantham at bay, and it's going to be close. I know the top end speed of the Lambo.
Here goes Grantham.
No, it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Sasha, he knows how to defend. He's done it before, and I've seen it before. But it's just going to have to be a question that we hang on board with and try and see, because Grantham is harassing in the rearview mirrors. Is it going to be a dive up the inside? Yes, it is. Sasho, are they going to fight back? I think they're potentially going to. It's going to come down to the wire, but Sasho gives it up. Is there going to be a move back? I don't think there is. Grantham's got the place done, and Sasho loses out in the last stages, the last 6 minutes, and Grantham greatly steps up to the plate and takes that position. Take a bow, ERD. You've taken P4.
This is gonna be incredible for ERD Motorsports. This has been an incredible race. Oh, here we go. Lots of back markers.
Alfred.
Oh no. Oh, that's gonna be. Oh no. Here goes
Mark Stevens. Certainly looking to play a little bit of a role here at this moment in time. Alfred is currently hustling up to Phil. As it stands, Phil might have lost a little bit of confidence, we're not sure.
I think that incident earlier with Nathan and Liam, that's definitely going to be looked at post-race.
Hang on a second, because Sasha Dekov has just...
Oh no!
Oh, Sasha Dekov!
Oh.
So KB had made a move potentially on Dekov, but then lost it, and now has absolutely lost and run out of talent and skidded it onto the grass. So unlucky there for KP. Nathan.
Now in 4 minutes. Sorry, Charles?
No, mate, by all means, because it's just too much to cast and not enough time to cast it in because we're down to the 4.5-minute mark. Seb, I know you said Liam for P1, but I don't know, mate. I think Nathan's putting up the ante.
Fighting and have been fighting for like the last over the last 3 rounds. I believe Liam took the win back in Hungary, and I believe he took the win last time out at Spa, and he's looking for a 4th win of the season. Is it going to be a 4th win? Is it going to be a first win for Nathan Henderson? Who will it be? Is it going to be Tom Grantham on the podium, or is it going to be Stanley Wilson on the podium?
I think it's honestly,
I mean, looking at the time gaps,
Wilson's got it by a country mile. There's no way. I think it's just for all the marbles between these two as to who's going to have it. And let's be honest, I think, judging by the state of things, Henderson's got to find a little bit. He's got to find a little bit more pace.
I'm pretty sure this is the penultimate lap of the race. Still with damage. To go down the straight into turn 1. Mark Stevens trying to regain some positions after that incident on lap 1. They go into turn 5. Oh, no, turn 4. My apologies. We continue to run on board with Alfred south. You get the best onboard cam you could think of as. I think there's been an incident. I think it's been a beluga incident.
No, it's
again.
99 and 45 to Guzman and Yang. Wait, is that Yang going slow? Is that Yang going
I think it
slowly?
is.
What happened there?
Yes, it is.
Is that damage?
I don't know. Yeah, I suspect it is suspension damage.
Right, let's
Take a look back.
We'll have to have a look at. Oh, the Guzman and Beluga had a tangle there.
Oh.
Oh my lord! Yeah, I think that was. I don't know what was going on there. So much to unpack in the light of it, and wow, certainly much to have a hell of a look at. Just going to jump back on board with Nathan Henderson as the replay comes to an end here. Oh, what's
This is going to be the penultimate lap. We now go on to the final lap
I think
of
we
the
got.
race.
No, I think there's still one more after this. I think they just. Yeah, no, they just crossed the line in time. It's going to be close between the pair of them. It's 1.3 is the delta. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Nathan. I think they've really got to find the hustle here.
There's still a chance for Nathan to still pick up the win. I don't know. It's a 1.3 seconds between him and Liam Curran as they go through turn 5.
Bit of grass there.
Now into turn 6. Bit wide for Liam Curran. They now make their way to turn 7.
Monday in the box.
Monday
Must have been who was hit there.
Turn 8. Yeah. Into turn 8 now the run to turn 9 and turn 10 into the hairpin. Into turn 10 now. They're now going to make their way down to turn 11, through turn 11 there, as they make their way down to turn 12. Through the fast right hand, flat out, through turn 12, now into turn 13, the third to last corner. Into the third to last corner.
It's
now.
I tell you what, I think Nathan is just getting closer and closer there. I think Liam's trying to ride the arse out of it on tyres that don't want to comply with him at this moment in time.
We start the final lap of this incredible race.
Certainly
This
so.
has been incredible.
It's definitely been a lot to unpack. I think this one, and it's coming down to the wire here. Oh Liam, he's feeling the pressure. I can feel it in the cockpit now. There's going to be sweat for sure, and it's going to be for all the marbles. It's Aston versus AMG for the last lap, and Monday's got a drive through. He must have sped in the pit lane there. Disaster for them. They're going to be missing out on crucial points, I'd imagine.
To turn 5. Now into turn 6 as Liam Curran hunts for his 4th victory of the season. Although Nathan Henderson could still take it away from him, it'll be, I can promise you, it will be a photo finish to the line as they make their way to the hairpin up the hill into the hairpin now. We continue to ride on board with Nathan Henderson.
I think he's done it. I think he's done it.
They make their way down to the final few corners.
I'll announce the race finish as it comes, my friend. It's been a long time coming. It's been one hell of a fight, and he's got it done the hard way. I didn't think it would be possible. Pole slipped from his hands, and it was looking all too menacing, but the Mercedes AMG of Goose Motorsport, Liam Curran, is your race winner in the 43 Ghost Motorsport. What an effort, what a race, and they did it the hard way. Get in there. Nathan Henderson for Good Racing takes P2. One hell of a race there. Mark Stevens is going to come across the line, P14, followed by Phil Turner in P10. Alfred gets P11. And I mean, it was a hell of an effort to even make it there, let me tell you. But coming first in the AM class, take a bow, Eric Yang.
Eric will win the AM.
Eric Yang there with a brilliant effort, I have to say. That'll be Mike Lewin taking P12 there. Stanley Wilson rounds out the pro grid with a brilliant P3 on debut. Fantastic stuff from there. Beluga's going to take P16. Sam Dooley there takes P18 in that effort. Cal Ford takes P19. De Guzman P17 there. Grantham, brilliant stepping up there. Great pressure. And they take P4. Leigh Perkins P13. Sasha Dekov holds off KP, takes the damage, sure, but takes P5. What an effort there from Sasha Dekov. And a brilliant drive by them. Very lovely stuff there. Lawrence is going to take P2 in the standings there for the AM class, and Phil Turner will take P3. Wow, what a race that was. Holy moly.
Shall we take a look at our DNS? I can see one was Daniel Castellana and somebody else. It was
Volkov and Dawson.
Oh, I didn't see Craig Dawson in here earlier. Did he qualify or did he leave? Let's take a look at our overall standings.
Yep.
It will be Liam Curran who has taken the victory, Nathan Henderson in P2, and I'll just do the pro drivers and the Stanley Wilson in P3, Tom Grantham in P4, Sasha Dekov in P5. And then it's Sunkalal in P6 in the pro, and then we've got Lewin P7, Perkins P8, and then Mark Stevens P9. And that's going to round out the pros. Let's have a look at the AMs.
Ignore the top one.
Yeah, Eric Yang is the winner, and he's P1. And then we have the 177 BMW Phil Turner in P3, and then Alfred Sau, my apologies, in P4, and then Beluga P5. Guzman P6, John Mundy P7, Sanduli in P9, no P8, my apologies, and then Carl Ford finishing it off. Sorry, and those are the AM and the pro standings.
One hell of a race, let me tell you. Apparently, Sunkalol ran out of fuel towards the end as well. So yeah,
definitely an interesting one.
Well, we're going to wrap up there for today. Unfortunately,
as I have to run. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all for staying on board with us. It's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you for coming along, Seb. It's been a pleasure to have you, mate, and we will see you all in the next one.
Shall we do some quick post-race interviews if you have any time?
I'm afraid not, my friend. I'm afraid not. But one person that has taken the win, who I'll end the stream on, is this man. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody, and goodbye from us.
Yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for all the support tonight. It's been really helpful, and I will see you at the next one. Goodbye!